Hi friends, first of all thank you friends for being in my video. Today we are discussing about a topic in agronomy, water management. It is a part 3 of water management. Already I have uploaded two parts about water management, and in this part 3 of water management we are discussing about soil moisture. And please watch the video till the end, because in the end I have given the questions related to this topic which we are discussing. Let's start the topic friends. Soil plant and plant water retentions. Soil properties influencing the percentage of soil moisture extraction. Right friends, 40% of total soil moisture is extracted in the first layer itself, as seen here. See, 40% of total soil moisture is extracted on the top layer of the soil itself and remaining infiltrated below. So here, moisture extraction pattern. The moisture extraction pattern refers to the amount of soil moisture expressed as percentage extracted from different layers in the soil profile. In the soil profile, whatever the moisture is extracted is called as moisture extraction pattern. Effective root zone depth. The soil depth from which the crop extracts mostly. Nearly 90% of the water need meet its evapotranspiration requirements is known as effective crop root zone. Here the tabular form is given in which the shallow rooted crops, that means roots which are up to 60 centimeters, grown up to 60 centimeters, those are called as shallow rooted crops. Those are cauliflower, cabbage, onion, potato, lettuce and rice. Please remember these crops also, because in the question it is very important. Moderately deep rooted means up to 90 centimeters. They are carrots, French beans, garden pea, chili, muskmelon, tobacco, wheat, castor, banana and groundnut. Deep rooted, whose roots are grown beyond 120 centimeters, is called as deep rooted. Cotton, tomato, watermelon, maize, sorghum, sugar beet, soybeans, pearl millet. Very deep rooted means the roots are grown up to 180 centimeters in the soil. It is very deep rooted. Lucerne, citrus, apple, guava, grapevine, coffee, tea, sugarcane, safflower, mango and pomegranate. Moisture sensitive periods or critical growth stages. Critical growth period is the stage or stages of growth of the crop at which moisture stress has the greatest effect on quality and quantity of the yield. At this stage, water is very required. If the water is not given at that stage of critical growth stage, then the yield will be affected and it also affects the quality of the final product. Right. Here the in the tabular form the crops are given and the critical growth period for water supply is also given. Please go through this and pause the video and please note down all these critical growth periods. It is very important tabular form. Please go through this tabular form. Evapotranspiration. Evapotranspiration means evaporation and transpiration. As we know, evaporation means nothing but loss of water through earth surface, that means soil surface, is called evaporation, and loss of water to plant surface is called as transpiration. Factors affecting crop evapotranspiration. What are the factors affect the evapotranspiration means? Weather. In weather there are factors which are air temperature, solar radiation, relative humidity, wind velocity and rainfall. And crops, these are the factors which are affecting evapotranspiration in crop are stomatal opening and closing, stomatal number and size, canopy cover, adaptive mechanisms, rooting depth and proliferation, length of growing season. And in management practices, what are the factors that affect evapotranspiration means? Irrigation method, fertilization, wind breaks, anti-transpirants and salinity. Consumptive use. The term consumptive use is used to designate the sum of losses due to evaporation plus transpiration from the cropped field, as well as that water utilized by the plants in its metabolic activities for building up of the plant tissues. Daily consumptive use. It is the total amount of water used in evapotranspiration plus water used in metabolic activities by a crop during a single day or 24-hour periods and is expressed in mm per day or centimeter per day. Daily means within day, that means 24 hours. Seasonal consumptive use. The total amount of water used by the crop in evapotranspiration and metabolic activities for building up of plant tissues during its total growing season, expressed as depth of water in millimeters or centimeters per season. Per season, the water which is used by the plant for evapotranspiration and metabolic activities is called as seasonal consumptive use. Here the important peak period consumptive use. The average daily water use rates in terms of evapotranspiration plus that consumed in metabolic process during the highest consumptive use period, that is 6 to 10 days of the season, is called peak period consumptive use rate. That means the evapotranspiration plus metabolic activities, water required for both these processes during the peak period, that means very useful period, that means growth period, that means critical stage, is called as peak period consumptive use. Reference crop evapotranspiration. The evapotranspiration from an extensive surface of green grass of uniform height, actively growing, completely shading the ground with an albedo of 0.23 and not short of water, is called reference crop evapotranspiration and is denoted by ETO. Right friends, here the image is given. It is the climate, radiation, temperature, humidity, wind speed and all are included in the climate. This is the grass reference crop, that means well watered grass, and the water evaporated from this grass canopy is called as evapotranspiration. ETO, reference crop evapotranspiration. Measurement of ETO by different methods: Blaney-Criddle method, Thorne-White method, radiation method, modified Penman method, Penman-Montaigne method, pan evaporation method. These are the methods which are used for the measurement of evapotranspiration loss. Crop coefficients. Crop coefficient formula is given Kc. It is denoted by Kc equal to crop evapotranspiration by reference crop evapotranspiration. That means ETC by ETO. Already we have seen what is ETO is, reference evapotranspiration means, and we know that crop evapotranspiration ETC. The 4 growth stages of crop growing period are as follows. Initial period, planting to 10% ground cover. Crop development, 10% ground cover to effective cover, that is flowering. Mid season, effective cover to start of maturity, that is senescence of leaves. Late season, start of maturity to harvest. These are the 4 different growth stages of crop. Water requirement. Water requirement is nothing but ET, that is evapotranspiration or CU plus application losses plus special needs. Here the tabular form is given for different crops having different water requirements. Please go through that, and it is a very important tabular form in which the question must be arises. The highest water requirement is for sugar cane, which is 1500 to 2500 as given in the tabular form. Please go through the tabular form in detail. Irrigation interval. It is the number of days between 2 successive irrigations during the period without precipitation for a given crop and field. It depends on the crop evapotranspiration rate and on available water holding capacity of the soil in the crop root zone depth. Irrigation period is calculated in days and the formula is NIR, that means net irrigation rate, right? Net irrigation rate by peak period consumptive use. Duty of water and conjunctive use of water. Duty of water is the relationship between the irrigation water and the area of the crop that matures fully with the given amount of water. Duty is expressed as follows: area per unit rate of flow, hectare per cubic, depth of water or delta, hectare for depth of water, in terms of stored water, hectare for million metric cube of stored water. Base period. The time between first irrigation to a crop at sowing or planting and the last irrigation before harvest on a given field. This time period is called as base period. That means the base period is nothing but the time which is between the first irrigation and the last irrigation is called as a base period. Conjunctive use of water. Management of multiple water resources in a coordinated operation such that the water yield of the system over a period of time exceeds the sum of yields of individual components of the system resulting from in coordinate operation. Systems of conjunctive use are canal water and groundwater system, rainfall and irrigation water system, saline water and freshwater system. These are the systems of conjunctive use. Okay, we have discussed the important topics and we are going to see the important questions which came from these important topics and how the question will be asked from these topics. So our first question is, which of the following given below is a deep-rooted crop? As I have said earlier, the tabular form I have given, in that tabular form different crops are there. In that the answer is there. So deep-rooted crops is, the answer is tomato. Tomato is the deep-rooted crop in the above given options. Which of the following given crops has critical growth stage for irrigation is CRI, crown root initiation. This is also I have given a tabular form for critical growth stages. In that tabular form the question comes like this: the crop which is having growth stage of for irrigation is CRI, and the answer is wheat. Wheat is the answer which having the critical growth stage is crown root initiation. And the next question is, which of the following are the factors those are affecting crop evapotranspiration? This is also an tabular form I have given earlier. Please see the video previously and this is also there. In that tabular form the question asked is factors those are affecting crop evapotranspiration, and the answer is all of the above. Air temperatures, tomato opening and closing, salinity, length of the growing season. These are all the affecting factors of crop evapotranspiration. And our next question, fourth question, the average daily water use rates in terms of evapotranspiration plus that consumed in metabolic process during the highest consumptive use period of the season is called as. Point which they are given is season, and the process during the highest consumptive use period, and the answer is peak period consumptive use. Which of the following crop has the highest water requirement during its growth period? This is also I have given the tabular form, and in the tabular form the highest water requirement I have said also sugar cane, and the correct answer is here sugar cane, which is having highest water requirement. And our sixth question is, the time between first irrigation to a crop at sowing or planting and last irrigation before harvest on a given field is called as irrigation period, growth period, maturity period, harvest period and base period, and the correct answer is base period. Base period is the correct answer for this question. And this is the seventh question, which of the following is not a method of measuring evapotranspiration in the field? See friends, which of the following is the not a method? Here it is asked that not a method, and in the options which is not the method, Thornton-White method we have studied earlier. This is method used for measuring evapotranspiration. An evaporation method, it is also used. Radiation method, it is also used. Modified Penman method, it is also used. So the correct option is E, none of the above.